the attitude, we got cut off. The attitude and the judgment by them and the criticism by them in the yurtscape. Then we got 2 videos now on this. We had to restart because it got cut off. And it's like, let me say what I have to say. I said the attitude and the piss poor judgment they had on behalf. Here's how fast the water flows. This is the flow on hot. This is how long it's gonna take to fill up. How long is it? How long do you think? About 40 minutes, a half hour, somewhere. It's about 20, it's at least 20 minutes, if not a half hour, to fill this up. Now, water's so hot, it's actually too hot. A little baby would get scalded by it, and badly burned, and they'd have a serious injury and end up in the hospital. That's just one thing. Besides the floor being so slippery, this is what happens. A little bit of water comes on, and then it looks like it's dirty. Now, these are damages in the floor. This is done on purpose. It's left this way. The damaged linoleum here, which is some of the worst about it. This pair is there. We got this. There are ants. They come through the wall here too, and they leave these bits on the floor. This has been cleaned numerous times by me by hand. I've been down on my hands and knees. I'm the one that cleans it regularly. It's cleaner and in better shape in here than it ever has been before, pretty much, except for the sink. As you can see, has been purposely left that way. Ants come through this hole here and all along here, and they'll come along here and they come in here. It's one location where they come from. Here's it. We got an inch of water now in the bottom of the tub. About. This is the flow rate on high. It's pulled all the way out on high. That's the flow. There's on cold it goes a little faster, but that's maximum speed water pressure that's maximum water pressure what we got in the tub. So you can imagine what the shower looks like. It's okay, but it's not great. It's not the way it's really. This actually reduces, it'll manage. But there you have it. There's the performance of that with the switch. Oh, it dribbles all over when you change it up here. It goes all over your body, and it makes a real mess royale. So I don't like switching with it or bothering because it causes numerous problems. This floor also could have broke my neck I don't know how many times when it's been wet. It has been a complete just filth. You can see is in this ridden some disaster in a lot of ways. It's June 22nd, 2017. It's going on 5 p.m. We got 4:51 p.m. This Pacific Standard Time. I've been kicked out of this motel when it was prepaid for a month in advance by this lady who has the misjudgment of choosing to go ahead and just because of some attitude she has, I don't know what her problem is. Preconceived notions that somebody like me might be using because I have damages and I have this I'm dealing with on my body and my face. If you can see what I look like here, I'll flip this around so you can actually look, because this is really embarrassing. What I've got is issues that can't be explained. The doctors don't even know for sure. But this is judgmentalism done by Christianity that's done to people because they see people that are going through afflicted and they presume and assume, and you know what happens. Make it what you do when you do that. Make an assumption. Does this switch it around? Or does it switch? How do I switch that? This is the question now. I don't think we can on the camera. Anyway, there I am. Their face is messed up. Anyway, I've got damage. I've gone through a lot of affliction and disease. People make an assumption. You make an assumption. To assume makes an ass out of both you and me. And we've done nothing except to attempt to keep this really nice and better. We've taken pictures. I don't know how many pictures we took of the rose bush out here. And we did that because for a lot of number of reasons we have things to explain about this. That's incredible. It's the most spectacular, most beautiful rose bush I've ever seen. When it was blossoming and blooming, it's in the shape of a heart. It's actually in the shape of a heart. And it right here on the corner, on the other side of the wall of room 11. So incredible and beautiful. And we've got these, here they are. Here's some of these roses here. They're beautiful roses. Incredible. The most magnificent and beautiful rose bush flowering I've ever seen. I didn't know. I was wondering, what is that? And right on the other side of our room, in the corner, on the other side of our bed. And here we have it. This is Earthquake Kelly Rune'Shine, and yes, Chelsea and Betty, and Varnog, and we've got Rue with us too, all of us. And so there's anyway, we can explain more later about that all the time. It's ongoing family, and we have, this is some of the things we've taken, the flowers and herbs we've gathered outside in the wild when we go for walks and we hang here. Some of the drinks we drink is like, here's some Nero Bliss Raspberry and Sonic Nero. And people assuming that I'm on drugs or taking something like that. I'm on legal prescribed drugs by a doctor for bad afflicting damages. I've got brain damage multiple times. And I shouldn't even have to do any of this work. I shouldn't have to be in this. I'm on Social Security disability because I've had multiple brain damages and head trauma. I've had all my ribs broken on both sides. I've had numerous other issues and damage. The afflictions are so embarrassing. If I was to list them here, it would go on. It would take like an hour to list them all out. If you saw me, you would, if you didn't cry, then you had a hard heart. That right there could be a judgment on your part, because you can judge yourself. If you really want to see how bad and what kind of problems I have, we can make a video of it and I can show you. And it has nothing to do with drugs, okay? So just so you know, prescribed or otherwise, other than prescription drugs, which I don't take, that cause a type of reaction that causes a epileptic seizure type of problems, like Haldol, that actually causes brain damage to people. I have severe brain damage multiple times over. Well, this is how she chooses to treat people like me, because I'm not a Christian like her. And this is how she does it. She plays her, the 700 Club in the morning all day. She plays these, and she plays soap operas during the day. And 700 Club in the lobby in the area over here. Now, I don't know what everybody else thinks about that, but I know what we do. There's our truck, but in the manager's office, inside that room. I was wondering what was going on. We were wondering what was going on here. We were wondering why they didn't get the pipe fixed, why they didn't fix the sink. The sink leaks. If you run this water here, what's going to happen is this going to overflow. When it overflows here, though, on the overflows don't even save it. It actually drains onto the floor. Then it becomes so wet. Now she makes the accusation like, this is normal shaving. I have to shave every day. And I try to shave in the tub just like anybody else. I have to shave, and this is just shaved. Something fell in here. Now, am I gonna clean this out now? No, why should I? I mean, this is ridiculous. This is an absolute disaster. This is purposely done this way, and like kept this way for weeks at a time when it's prepaid. Now, I don't know why she chooses to not fix it, because it would be beneficial to her and to the rest of the company and to the corporate management offices to have a good report about this room. This is room 11 at Rodeway Inn and Suites in Omak, Washington, by the way. Its street address is 122 North Main or 128 North Main, and it's called Rodeway Inn and Suites. And the manager's name is Suzanne. Apparently she owns it. Right across the street from Kramer's Home Furnishings on the corner, as you can see. Okay, here's my truck. I used to be a Kramer, and we got our name changed. I am now a Rune'Shine all the time, forever and for all time. I have a legal name change. So that makes me, and I am Earthquake Kelly Rune'Shine for a number of purposes and a number of reasons. And that's way for all time. Room 11, Rodeway Inn and Suites. Here it is. And I had nothing but all I wanted was good to say about this place. And now, I'm ashamed to have to say this and put this out here, because I just like making good reports all the time. And that's what we were doing. We were taking pictures of the roads, and we go around, and we have all of our history is documented and made publicly available in my own name and in our own names, in public on Google Maps and Google Earth. You can see all the images we've uploaded. It's Chelsea and Betty and Kelly Rune'Shine. Earthquake Kelly Rune'Shine is my name handle, is my legal name. And the names of the photos I've made and anything else that pertains to us is copyrighted and trademarked in certain ways. We have our own personal, private, we have public copyright notice on our pictures, and we make them available for the public to use to help benefit the public. That's what we've done to provide and help benefit for traveling tourists and such like that. I'm a local Google Earth local guide level 7 or 8 now it is, I believe.